Positivity is very important, my children, and that is why today we're going to sum up all the pros of ArcGIS. I promised you a positive video in the last ArcGIS video, so here we go, because every downside has an upside, like a coin. You know, for every con there was a pro. Yeah. So here we go. My name is Lo. Let's get into it. I've summed up the positive traits about ArcGIS, and I have a few, and furthermore I'm just going to make up some as I go. And if I think of a lot of extra pros or a lot of extra cons, I might do another one. So one very, very important pro of ArcGIS is that it works in vectors. And I personally love vectors. Illustrator works in vectors, Toon Boom works in vectors. All those great programs work in vectors. And that is really nice, because that way you can zoom in and it stays the same resolution. For drawing it's especially nice, but also not always. There are just a lot of pros of vector layers. So, ArcGIS, vectors, great. I love it. Next one is enough information. ArcGIS is a very, very informative program. You can do basically whatever you want. If you can think of the map, ArcGIS makes it work. Wait, no, that's not. If you can think of... What was the quote again? If you can think it, the microbots can do it. That's Big Hero 6. That's not what I mean. If you can think of a map with information, then you can make it in ArcGIS. That is what I mean. I'm not gonna cut that out. So you can do basically whatever you want in the program. That's great about it, because you can do whatever you want. I mean, that's awesome. You can make so many maps that it doesn't really matter. You see, mapper. Okay, I'll stop now. Anyways, you can do whatever you want in this program. The next, base maps. ArcGIS has built-in base maps, which look very nice. You can zoom in, you can see the individual streets and such. That is super, because then you can make a very precise map. The downside to this is every time you make a change, it has to render like the whole world. And if you have a slow computer, that doesn't really work. But base maps are great if you want to do very detailed. So if you know how to work with ArcGIS, it basically works out for you. I need to help a lot of my classmates sometimes, because I still kind of understand how the program works. I know how it works, and that is a great pro. If you know how to use it, it gets a lot easier. Well, the biggest problem is that my computer, the computers that I use for ArcGIS just aren't very strong. But if you have a strong computer, you can make so many things. Also, it works in layers, and that is great, because I am so used to working in layers that I cannot work without layer settings. If I had to do everything on one map, in one layer, then I'd go crazy. Working with layers is great. Another pro is that you can add so many different things. You can like add height differences. You can add so much. You can download data and use that for your map. That is awesome. Lately, I also found out that you can see the distance underneath the menu bar. You have a little distance calculator. And I didn't know that was an option until recently. So when I found that out, I was so happy. Yes, now I don't have to use the ruler anymore, because there is distance calculation within the program, and I can easily find it. It would have been nice if I knew that it was an option, but I know now that it's an option, and I'm very happy about it. Also, you can make the map very pleasing to the eye, because you can set properties, you can change the color, you can... Oh yeah, that's also a nice thing about ArcGIS. You have so many options for different lines. You have like train track line, you have like bus line, you have a red line, you have a blue line, you have dashed lines, you you have pointed lines, you have so many options. Also for just single points, you can add so many things. You have stars, you have information signs, great. You have a lot of options to make the map good looking. Also, when you want to do your layout, you can add automatic scale bars, you can add an automatic north arrow, you can add so many things and it does it for you, and that's also very nice. You just add that, you don't have to do anything about it, that is also very nice. So there are a few great things about ArcGIS. So in conclusion, there are a lot of pros about this program. There are so many options that you always have something that you'd like or something that looks good. And if you know how to work with the program, it's very, very easy actually. Of course, you can always run into some problems, but they can be solved. It might be user unfriendly, it might be hard for first-time users, and I might not like the program, but there are so many options and you can do a lot of things. There are just a lot of pros to this program as well. I don't have a script for this video, by the way, if you can tell. I wanted to write a script, but then I was so hyped to just go and record that everything's messed up. Okay, I don't know what to say anymore. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, that would help me a lot. And that's it. Low out.